with another week of Friday Night Highlights here on the Purple and Gray Network. I'm Ashton Henderson here in Little Rock, where the Conway Wampus Cats are taking on the Pulaski Academy Bruins. And up next, Austin and Lacey will give you all the highlights of this first-time ever matchup, along with what went down in Morrilton for the Morrilton versus Farmington game.
Was another exciting Friday, lots of great highlights, great environments, and some really terrific games, Lacey.
That's right, Austin. We've got Farmington, Morrilton, Pulaski Academy, and Conway all for you tonight here at Purple and Gray Network.
Thank you for joining us here at the Purple and Gray Network. I'm Austin Wader.
And I'm Lacey Bohannon. Austin, let's get into last Friday night's highlights. Take us to Morrilton.
Okay, you better buckle up, Lacey, because I got a bunch to go over from this game. Let's start. We gave this game a title because it was such chaos throughout it. We have named it the Mayhem at Morrilton, courtesy of Zach Brown here at the Purple and Gray Network. But let's head over there. Devil Dogs Ham, full control, first place in the 5A West was on the line. Lacey, this game had points, and wait for it, more points in this game. Was 28-21 at the end of the first quarter, 42-42 at halftime, and 55-49 entering the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter was insane in this game. 49 combined points, 7 lead changes. Morrilton quarterback Maddox Berry threw for over 700 yards, broke the state record for passing touchdowns in the game with 11. Farmington quarterback Aiden Lester, second week in a row we talked about him, 5 rushing touchdowns, including the game winner, and 2 passing touchdowns. Final here, 78-75. Farmington took down Morrilton. Total of 12 lead changes in the game. The combined 153 points is the most in a single game here in high school football in the state of Arkansas since 2016, and fell just 1 point short of the state record. Lacey, I'm going to catch my breath. Tell us what went down in Conway, PA.
That's right, Conway at Pulaski Academy this past Friday night. The Wampus Cats beat the Pulaski Academy Bruins 32-12 at Joe B. Hatcher Stadium. Number 1, Trey Harris got Conway on the board at 4th and 7 at the end of the first quarter. A lot of back and forth on possessions for both teams, but the Wampus Cats led 19-0 at the half. They continued that momentum coming out of the half with another Trey Harris touchdown 1 minute into the third quarter, making the score 25-0. The Bruins responded pretty quickly with a Max Conan touchdown, but the Wampus Cats quickly shut down that momentum with another Trey Harris touchdown, taking the score 32-6. Again, back and forth, another touchdown by Max Conan for the PA Bruins closed the gap for the Bruins. However, the Wampus Cats did come out on top. Conway moves to 5-0 in the 7A Central Conference, and Pulaski Academy 3-2 in the 7A Central Conference spot. PA moved down to number 4 in conference standings, and Conway still tied with Bryant for the number 1 spot.
Man, another week, Conway just wins by 20 plus again.
Another win for Conway.
Who knows we're going to get competition for these Wampus Cats. But now let's dive into our play and player of the week. Lacey, what do we got this week?
A lot of big plays and a lot of amazing players this week, but for our player of the week, starting off, multiple records were close to being broken, like you said, Austin, in the Farmington versus Morrilton game this past Friday, but only one came out on top, or again, multiple for Morrilton quarterback Maddox Berry. The junior number 18 broke the state record for passing touchdowns in a single game with 11 touchdowns. Nothing new for him though. Berry has broken many records for Morrilton football. Pass completions, pass attempts, passing yards, passing touchdown, and the list goes on for school records. Now adding a state record to the list for Berry. He's going to be one to watch as he continues to progress. But for our play of the week, next up, Conway's Max Owen throws a touchdown to Trey Harris off the double pass from Wesley Tapp, moving the score 16-0 in the second quarter with 2:57 left to play. Doesn't sound too exciting until you find out that Max Owen is Conway's tight end, throwing in from the double pass for the Wampus Cats. A lot of amazing plays and players last Friday night.
I mean, lots of great highlights, terrific games. Now let's talk about what's going to be going on this Friday, Lacey. In our first big matchup, going to be happening at Mayflower in 3A District 2 conference play, where the Mayflower Eagles, 8-0 on season, host the Salem Greyhounds. This is for a conference championship in 3A District 2. A win for Mayflower clinches a conference championship for them. I've talked about it. This Mayflower team has been dominant all year, 8-0 on the season. They have given up only 56 points the entire season, Lacey. So they have been dominant, to say the least. But this is the best offense they're going to face so far this year. Salem, 4-1 in conference play. They're averaging about 35 points per game. The defense is going to be key for Mayflower if they want to get the win on Friday night here. What about your game, Lacey?
Moving on to Little Rock Christian versus Conway. The Little Rock Christian Academy Warriors are coming to Conway Wampus Cats here at John McConnell Stadium on Friday night at 7 o'clock p.m. Little Rock Christian sitting at 4-1 in conference right now, and they took over the third spot last Friday night in conference standings right under Conway and Bryant. Scorebooks Live predicting a 69% in favor of Conway and 31% in favor of Little Rock Christian. These two teams did not meet last year, so a new look for both the Warriors and the Wampus Cats. We're looking for a great night of competition here in Conway.
Yeah, it sounds like it. And another big matchup. I mean, we keep on talking about this 5A West. We've had so many games there. Why not add another one? Valonia and Morrilton going down to Philip D. Weaver Stadium in Valonia, Arkansas. Both teams 4-1 in conference play as they take on the Morrilton Devil Dogs. Second place in the 5A West outright is on the line here. Both teams will be in the postseason. It's just who's going to be that 2 seed in the 5A West. Valonia, we've talked about multiple times. They're 6-2 on the year, 4-1 conference play, coming off a win on the road, 24-21 at Harrison that clinched their playoff spot. And Morrilton, like we mentioned, 78-75 game there. Listen, the key is going to be just what is Morrilton going to do following a game like that, giving up 78 points but also scoring 75. This Valonia defense has only allowed more than 30 points twice this season, and when Farmington came to town last 2 weeks ago, they only scored 27 against this Valonia defense. It is going to be another huge matchup in the 5A West on Friday night, Lacey.
Sounds like it, Austin. We have a lot of very exciting games coming up. Be sure to keep up to date for next week's recap. Be sure to follow us on Facebook. Give us a like there at Purple and Gray Network.
You can also give us a follow on Instagram. Follow us over there at PGN Conway.
And subscribe to us on YouTube at Purple and Gray Network, PGN Conway.
That's going to do it for us here at PGN. I'm Austin Wader.
And I'm Lacey Bohannon. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.